So we've just got back from Newcastle and we've just been speaking with people who run small businesses in and around the city. And one thing's really clear, they know that Brexit is bad for their business. They know just how important it is to have easy, cheap access to goods from across Europe.
My name is Kenneth Smith. I have 2 shops on Shields Road in Baker. The majority of what we sell is imported from Europe, China, India. Just like most shops, whether we're in Europe or we're not in Europe, we're still going to have immigration. But I think the thought if we got out of Europe and they voted out that all immigration would stop, and that's not the case. So I think if it went to the vote again, it would go a different way.
Do you think?
Yeah, I do, because I think a lot of people have been shocked at some of the changes that, food prices, for example, have gone up and up and up. General living costs, My worry is the here and now and surviving and getting to that 5 years. Can I last 5 years with prices rising the way they have? I don't know. It's all hand to mouth. Yeah. Small businesses hand to mouth. I have very little confidence in the Conservative government, and I can't see us getting out at the other end of all this the way we were before we went into it.
When you buy a record, you put it on. Those 10 songs on there are all that does. It doesn't try and sell you in-app purchases, it doesn't try and recommend other things, it doesn't try and keep your attention with, look at this, look at this, look at this. It just does what it does. And it'll do that every time you play it. It's nice just to kind of take a step back and have something that doesn't try and bombard you with too much information. I'm Nick Wrightson, I'm the owner of Beatdown Records in Newcastle. I don't see why we shouldn't have the whole world to sell to and to buy from. It just seems a bit silly to put up restrictions that you don't necessarily need to have. Behind all small businesses, somewhere down the supply chain, is a corporation. And for instance, there's no pressing plants in the UK. They're all made in Eastern Europe and warehoused in Germany. So that could have a big knock-on effect. Europe's a massive area or a massive market for music. It's not just the UK. We're just this, we're over here. We sell lots of records, but Germany sells 5 times as many. So there's no impetus for Warner Brothers or Universal or anything like that to keep the records in the UK. It's more cost effective for them to press them over there where there is a pressing plant and warehouse them there. I think the problem is a lot of people who vote to leave, particularly if you say we want to have a say on something else down the line, they get up and down saying, "Oh no, you can't redo it." It's like, we don't want to redo this one. It's now, and everybody should have a say about this. It doesn't work like that. It's not the same. It's not the same argument. That if we were to have a say in how we were actually going to leave, that's not saying we're not going to leave. It's just saying, right, we don't want to go this way, we want to go that way. It's a totally different question. It's a different set of circumstances. It's a little bit like, cutting off your nose to spite your face, and especially the way it's going with the with the way the Brexit plans seem to be, where there's going to be no deals at all. So, oh dear, never mind.
I get a wholesaler who delivers to me every day, and the prices have just gone up so much, and as a result I've had to put my prices up. So an iceberg lettuce used to be 35p, it's now 70p, and avocados, they used to be 80, 90p, they're now £1.15 for a single avocado. Tomatoes come from Spain or Italy, cucumbers, I think they come France and Romania. Obviously these are all countries in the EU. Imports, tariffs, we've not quite left the EU yet, but it is pretty worrying that when we do, what's going to be affected. I think there's a lot of confusion. No one was told, both with Leave and Remain, no one was told the right facts, and it was just this rush thing, and people, 350 million, where's that? I don't know. And both sides were guilty of it, but I just think if we had another referendum with all of the facts, I think things would be really different.